You can turn it off? Okay, cool. Um, yeah. It's fine though, sweetie, because I'm not going to probably keep this one up so you can play the music. We'll get like the copyright thing so the live can't be monetized, but it's fine.
No, turn it up.
Okay.
Why cut yourself off?
I mean,
Leave it a little bit up.
that's cool too. Because even when we play my music, it does that. These algorithms doing what algorithms do. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. How are y'all? Give folks a few minutes to come on in the room. Let's see what we got. Hello, hello. Dang, we jumped from 1 to 6. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, everybody. How are you doing? How are you feeling? It's Friday. My goodness, I wasn't even aware of the day of the week. So a lot been going on. Just wanted to tap in with you all to see how you were feeling, how you were doing, how things were going with you. So come on in the chat and let's talk. Um, let's talk about, music and life and all the things. Oshunde, yes. Friday, yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, I posted a vulnerable message yesterday, and I appreciate that so many of you have responded back with words of encouragement and just, a little pick me up. Sometimes the strong ones, we need a reminder as well, Son of Man said, what are we talking about today? Listen, it's a lot of things we can talk about today. So I'm just chatting catching up with you all, checking in. I shall release all fears, baby sis. Thank you so much. That's definitely an integration that I've been working on this week for sure. But um, but yeah, what we're talking about today is this ain't super formal. If you guys know anything about me, y'all know that I try to be intentional and purposeful. But I'm also hello, hello, hey DJ, hey Bastat Millions, hey and Genevieve, hello, hello. Thank you so much. Yes, I definitely am protected by the ancestors. Thank you guys so much. But one thing that you guys know about me is that I'm gonna just be myself. Yes, I am a, you know, recording artist, and people have listened to and used my music throughout the world, and that is still amazing. Every time I say it or think about it, it really, really blesses me because this music that I make is really for me. Be talking to me. And I'm appreciative that you all resonate with it. But this music business is hard. Entrepreneurship is hard. Anything that requires us to heal and grow and confront our shadows and interrupt programs that have been running, messaging that has been running through us for years, for decades, is definitely always going to take a little work. And so I'm just in my process. I thank you all for your support. We are in LA, and we have been doing a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of amazing things that we have attracted to us. And I know that this time next year is going to look very different than it does right now. But you run into challenges, right? And so in that journey, it's like, really, how bad do you want it? And those of you guys that have certain anointings or calls on your life. You're chosen for certain things, different types of purposes. Our journeys tend to be a little bit more interesting, dynamic, I guess is the word I'm looking for, than other people. Things don't always come to us as easily. Sometimes we have to push and fight through certain things. And so, it's definitely, what's happening. And so, one of the things that really kind of got me down a little bit is I've been talking to you guys about school. And as an artist and a musician, I first of all didn't grow up doing music. I've always been musically inclined, meaning I liked and appreciated music, but I've never fully studied music. And I'm learning, really as I go. I really did not foresee that the music would blow up the way that it did. So I tell people, y'all, I'm literally building this airplane as we are flying, okay? So there's different things that as an artist I want to do. And one of those things is get education, right, about music and understanding it. And, of course, there's a lot of stuff that I've self-taught, right? Most of my life has been about self-teaching. But, still being able to get the education. And because I love education, I've gone to school before. I went to the University of Texas at Austin back when I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and thought that I would be able to make it a change and effect in politics. I wanted to be an attorney and then a politician, and got right into the work of working at the state capitol while I was in college and realized I absolutely shall not be doing this. And so I ended up leaving that journey, going into cosmetology. Again, another thing that was self-taught. I didn't need to go to cosmetology school to get a piece of paper, but I did, right? And that education, coupled with my natural talent and my natural instinct, allowed me to have a very, very successful, wildly successful career in the beauty industry. And so I think that I felt like I was going to take that same approach when it came to music, right? Like, okay, let me go into music school, let me learn my craft, and I'm not saying that, the journey's over on that, but definitely hit a big stumbling block in that I had exhausted all of my Pell Grant and financial aid funds. So basically, I can go to school. I've been approved. I've been enrolled. Well, not enrolled, but I'm ready. Everything is ready. But they was like, yeah, you don't have to pay this $40,000 out of pocket. So, girl, who got that laying around right now? Not me, okay? So, it was a little frustrating. But, the journey continues. I have a lot of other projects coming up. I'm a maker of products, as you can see behind me. You guys see my store. And so I never want to be selly to people. But at the end of the day, I also know that part of my purpose is to help get services and products and message out to people to help improve their lives. So you'll see me talk a little bit more about these products here in a second. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Thank you so much. Definitely time to produce my own. Definitely rolling with the punches. Hey, Stephanie, thank you so much for your gift of music. Your songs help me to war and reclaim self-worth and peace back. Thank you. May God bless you in every area of your life. May the Most High God bless you in every area of your life double fold. Girl, get rid of that limited beliefs of lack and security. We are grounded in 5D earth and the feminine divine. Take your power back. Definitely. Definitely. My nephew tried to work in the sun and he saw the corruption and it broke his heart in the Senate. Yeah, he got the hell out of there. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I definitely won't. I knew that that wasn't my path, right? But, it just kind of gets to a place where you're just like, okay, this wasn't my idea to do this. I'm following through purpose. How many times? Do I have to build the thing, you know, or pioneer the thing. You just get a little weary sometimes. But and one thing that I like to express to people on this journey is that take your time to acknowledge the challenges, the why am I gonna cry? Um, the challenge, the struggles, the feelings that you have, but at the same time, push through it. Know that you won't stay there. And I know that I won't stay here. I know that there is so much more for me. I know that I don't need a piece of paper to be validated as an artist. I know that the education and the understanding of my craft and my gift comes through divine transmission. I know that. I know that. From a person that never did music to a person to put out one album and it goes super viral, I know that the ancestors are with me. I know that there is a higher purpose and a higher calling. But there's been so many challenges lately. And I'm always smiling and saying, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go through. But sometimes I just have to say, all right, now, shit. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to have those moments. You have to have those moments where you like, look, it's enough, okay? So, yesterday I had my moment. Today I'm pushing through that moment. So, thank you guys so much for holding space for me. Let's see. Keep pushing in the Most High first. You got this, Queen. My purpose is to meet you and give you resources. I share. I receive them. I've been speaking that my team, that my tribe is showing up, and will be able to be blessings to each other. Genevieve says, "Let it out, girl." I am. I am. Yes. What we learned from life, if it was easy. Exactly. Exactly. You're amazing. You do great things, and you helped inspire my healing journey. Please don't forget your light. You help mine shine, and I'm so grateful for your art. Keep shining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Teresa says, I listen to you every morning, and your soul is definitely in your music. I heard all that success are boring. I feel this daily as a single mom. You are allowed to have moments. Peace and love. Peace and love to you as well. Thank you guys so much. I think that so many times, especially when it comes to the spiritual community, there is this expectation or this sort of what I've been noticing, right? Is that because it's trending now? Because you know, those of us that've been on this journey been on it way, but when we were being called witches and warlocks and you know the whole thing, right? Like this has been way before it was popular on social media. But we understand that it doesn't always look like meditation and yoga and coffee and sitting in the park grounding. It doesn't always look like that. Most of the time, healing and ascension does not look like that. It looks like I'm trying, I'm pushing, and I keep getting blocks, and I keep having to like go through and duck and dodge and figure it out and just flow and elevate so that I can flow and raise my vibration and deal with my shadows and, you know, dang, okay, I let go of those 3 limiting beliefs and apparently I had 6, so now I got to work on these 3. Like, you know, there's this constant sort of discovery of, you know, once you come to one level of self-acceptance and understanding and, you know, holding space, then it prepares you for another level to do the same shit again. So it's definitely one of those things where, you know, I just wanted to, one, allow my transparency to let someone else know that you can still do it too. Through the tears, through the frustration, through the disappointment, through the no's, you can still do it too. And I will, and I'm not stopping. So, all they did was make me have to tap into my generative energy some more. So, since you won't help me do it, I'm going to generate what I need to be able to do it. So, stay tuned on that. So, no, she ain't no punk now. Don't ever get it twisted. I ain't no punk. I'm a cry too while I fight. Let's see. New energy, you're shifting higher, absolutely. Faith of the Fathers, Feathers, sorry, said we have a wonderful timeline jump and I release so much during the night. The emotions are real today. I appreciate your music to empower my worth. Asheo. That's one of the reasons why my brand is called Worthy, because everyone should feel worthy. We are inherently, innately worthy. Without you doing anything else, you are worthy. Sister Oshun, thank you. Water holds memory. We are water. We hold ancient knowledge. Absolutely. Your tears are bringing purification to elevate. Asheo. Sarah Lopez, thank you for being here. Research having controlled out-of-body experiences. We can walk both worlds. Our soul is dense, just like our physical bodies. Absolutely. Absolutely. 6 is the divine number of 9, which is the God is in you. Please don't ever stop. Yes, I need a link for your music. Absolutely, you're worthy of the gifts. Thank you so much. You can go to joysoulmusic.com. Find all of my music on joysoulmusic.com. It's going to link you to my site, my Shopify site for my products, and the music is there. You can actually purchase it from me. Another thing that I want to say as an artist is that, y'all, I'm an independent artist. There is no labels, there is no budget, there is nobody else besides me and my wife, okay? So when you guys are purchasing or streaming music, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Share it. But the best way to support me is to buy my music from me, okay? The songs are only $7.77. I made them that way so that you are also sewing into yourself at the same time. The entire album is 3333, which again is a relatively lower energy exchange number than what you actually get, the healing and the therapy that is there. But I understand that I want everyone to appreciate, okay, and be able to partake. And so definitely, I'm not trying to raise no GoFundMe's. I mean, yeah, it's tight. Things are tight. I working with TikTok, and they don't know from 1 month to the next if they gonna be in or not. So you can't really depend, on that. I was prepared for school, so I wasn't doing other things, and then that just kind of threw. I literally was supposed to start school in 2 weeks. And so, I'm having to again recalibrate things. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to just give a love donation, if you have Cash App, you can send it to Joy Soul Music on Cash App. You can purchase some of the products. I'm not asking for help, but I mean, support helps. Studio time is not free, especially now that I won't be a student. I was excited to be a student because I'd be getting free studio time. It's okay. That's not my journey. So now I got to pay for studio time, which is not cheap. So support, support, support. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the subscribing. Thank you guys so much. And the amount of time it takes to make a video, edit, upload it. Thank you. Listen. And when I tell y'all, literally, we had one music video that we paid for a different videographer. Evie directed it, but we had a different videographer, so that was a little bit more expensive. And that was for I Call My Power Back. But light, clarity, any other music video that you've seen released, we did that. Evie and I on our iPhones. Recording, planning the treatments, finding the locations, doing wardrobe, doing hair, makeup, all of that after all the things that it takes to actually even get a song together and pay for DistroKid and get it uploaded and all of the things, y'all. all of this is self-funded, okay? So please understand that when it comes to independent artists, you're going to see a lot of us start to pull back from posting so much of our music on the streaming platforms because they don't help us. There's an album that I've been working on, and I've been very, very like going back and forth because I love y'all and I want the music to get to everybody. But at the same time, as an independent artist, it is financially and business wise not wise for me to continue to put my music out in spaces where I'm getting three less than a penny per album, per song, per stream. You know what I'm saying? I have to have that money to go back into so I can pay for the studio time and all the other things. And so there will probably be an album that will drop that y'all gotta pay for it straight up. And you know, certain things I still will drop, maybe singles and there and that and the other, but full albums, you know, it's an energy exchange. I know what I go through as I am creating this music, as I am writing it, as I am recording it. My studio sessions, y'all, feel like church. Okay? Like literally I'm in there, we're transmuting energy. We're praying for people that are falling in our spirits, like praying for the world, really. You know what I'm saying? Literally walking by faith. And so I know everything that gets put into the music that y'all hear. And so I have to start making some different decisions about how I show up in this 3D reality, right? When it comes to business. And that's not being rude, that's just what it is. Yes, thank you so more. Say no more, headed to your shop. Thank you for the heads up. Asheo, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Peach pie, peachy pie. One day I just found the music out of the blue, and the music was so calming to my spirit. You will get your abundance, copy out your creation. Oh, everything that I put out. So trust and believe. I'm a business person. I may not like the music business, but I know how to work in this thing. There is not one song, not an interlude. There is no music that I've put out that I have not first copyrighted. In fact, I don't release music until the copyright has gone through, because y'all wouldn't believe how many people try to steal "I Call My Power Back" or say that I stole their song. I had people arguing me down that "I Call My Power Back" was Tony Jones's song, and I'm like, no, it's not. I've met Tony Jones in real life. We've networked and connected. She's beautiful. She's amazing. We have different styles of music. She has her thing, I have mine. There's abundance for everybody, right? So just because some concepts may be similar in different people's music does not mean that people are copyright infringing. So I mean, it's, you know, the business side of things is real, real, okay? But yeah, I definitely make sure that I copyright stuff. You're worthy of more. Thank you so much. Definitely make sure that you guys check out. And also, if you're interested in my skincare products, it's myskinisworthy.com. Our company is called Worthy, and it is because I believe that all of us are worthy of access to natural skincare that does not kill us, that does not harm us, that does not fill our bodies with cancer-causing chemicals and ingredients, but actually helps us to you know, feel beautiful inside and out, no matter what we have, what happened to us, right? And a fun fact about me, for those of you guys that don't know, I was in a house fire when I was 2 months old, and I was the only person in the house that got severely burned. Okay. It was not any neglect or anything of my mother or anybody. It was just one of those freak things that happened. I received third-degree burns across most of my right leg. And so one of the reasons why I am such an advocate for natural skincare is because my mother whipped up, you know, coconut oil and aloe vera and shea butters and natural oils and butters to help heal and soothe my skin. The scars did become permanent, but my mom never made me feel like I was a freak or I was weird, right, for having this burn. And so that's one of the reasons why you're kind of, some people are kind of like, well, how you go from music to skincare? And I'm like, skincare has actually always been a part of my life. Making stuff, I have very seldom in my life purchased a lotion or a scrub from a store. Most of the things I've always made myself. And it's because I understand what's in it. And I'm not saying that, certain things won't happen to me medically, just because, but I dang sure am listening my chances, right? And so I like to make sure that people understand that, like, I am showing up in this lifetime in every area of myself. I've been a world-renowned celebrity hairstylist. I've also been homeless. I've, been a student at the University of Texas Austin, one of the largest campuses in the nation, and I've walked in rooms that because I didn't finish and get my degree, people tried to other me or made me feel like I wasn't as smart as I know that I am. So I'm showing up in all facets of my life through the challenges, through the frustration, because I know that I'm supposed to do this. I know that I'm supposed to be here in this time, putting out this music and putting out this good energy into the world. So I'm gonna just keep pushing, even though I might be crying sometimes. Let me go see. You're loved and appreciated. Will do. Monetarily, momentarily. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm making new music and social media platforms specifically aimed at conscious creators and collaboration, remove financial barriers and a few other things, but I need artists to get behind me. Okay, Salty, send me some information. You must have some powerful Capricorn energy. Actually, I'm an Aquarius. I'm January 26th, but one of my best friends is Capricorn. So I love my caps. Bastet Billions, there's a plant-based synthetic braid company. Let's see if they need a song for their braids to collaborate with. Oh, absolutely. Peace and blessings. Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm all here for the sync licensing and whatever, you know, collaborations that people, will want to do. So if you guys know of anyone, I'm talking to community. If you guys know of anyone, if you need some people that need sync licensing or need to license music for films, TV, commercials, holla at your girl, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I got it all together. I don't. I'm not gonna act like I don't need help. I do. I definitely know that I have broken that sort of that limiting belief system, that program messaging that is shameful to ask for help, that it's you have to appear. I'm a millennial, right? Born in '83, so I grew up in that time where everything had to be perfect and you were judged based on white supremacist narratives. I mean, you still are now, but it was a little bit different because now people are more vocal and standing into their power more. Back then, it was like, no, you have to do it this way. You know what I mean? And so I've had to break out of that belief system that you have to have everything together. Like my lighting isn't all great right now, but guess what? I'm on here. Like I am releasing perfectionism out of my life because perfectionism is a lie. I am dismissing feelings of unworthiness because that is a lie. That is a lie that someone told me that I allowed myself to believe. And even though there are days where I know that I'm worthy, there are still those moments where I feel like I may not be. And those are the moments where I choose to show up for myself. And so I'm in that moment and I'm showing up for myself. So thank y'all for being here and holding space. Yes, you can be a spokesperson for burn victims. That recently started to come up for me. And so I am speaking that and allowing that to go into the atmosphere because I feel like people don't, because it wasn't on my face, right? People think that, oh, you're fine. There wasn't any sort of PTSD or any, and I don't really want to say that either because I don't believe in that shit, but to an extent. But there wasn't a sort of thing that I had to overcome because I looked different, right? And a lot of times burn victims, they do get burned on their face or other extremities where people can see it. and they get judged for that first. So I definitely would love to be a spokesperson for that because, I mean, I earlier when I was younger, I looked into like cosmetic surgery and all kinds of stuff, and now I cannot imagine my legs without the beautiful scars that are there. Like I am like, now these are my legs, honey. So, it takes a minute though sometimes if you don't have an environment that cultivates that, it can be a little rough. Faith of the Feathers, you're so business oriented. Gotta have a cap somewhere. I think it's in one of my nodes. I think it's in one of my nodes. I am Aquarius Sun, Gemini Moon, Scorpio Rising. But I think Capricorn is in one of my nodes. I can't remember if it's the North right now or not. It's in that though. Yes, those thoughts that others project onto us is hard to break free of. Absolutely. But yeah, definitely that's, again, I don't know what you all expect or what people tend to expect of artists, but we are human beings with human being problems. Some people have $1 million problems. I don't have $1 million problems. I have $1,000 problems, but they're still problems. So, and I don't have problems. I have opportunities for expansion. However, yeah, even those opportunities for expansion don't always feel good. Let's see, Sun and Moon Aquarius. No, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Sagittarius, Rising in Virgo for me. Okay, very good, very good. Faith of the Feather, right? Listen, I don't have $1 million problems yet. But these $1,000 problems be whooping my tail sometimes, y'all. I'm just saying. Hello, hi, Grace Grand Stylings. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Fro Style. And you see, I'm in front of y'all, actively working on my vocabulary, actively working on what I speak. Like a lot of the times we talk and we say, and it sounds like super easy. Oh, just change how you speak, change what you're speaking, and and all that sounds fun. But when you have these again old programming, the old systems, right? You're trained to say I have and whatever negative thing that is, or you say my whatever negative thing that is, and I'm aware now that that is about connection and attachment. Not only am I physically, but I'm energetically and spiritually attaching something to myself when I say my or I have something negative. And so I'm just been, even in the moment, I try to say, okay, no, I don't have problems. I have opportunities for expansion. Like, but I mean, I ain't perfect. This shit take a minute. I mean, I'm 42 years old. I've been saying that, I'm sure, for a long time. It's not gonna happen in 2 days. So I just give myself grace and keep flowing. You know what I mean? Keep flowing and keep going. But it's hard sometimes when you're in the thick of it. At the beginning of a vision, at the beginning of the dream, at the beginning of the step to the next dimension and level of your journey, you are so freaking excited. Even if you're scared, you're still so freaking excited. You're like, okay, this is gonna be great. I see this is gonna happen. You know, it's gonna be great. And then you get to like that middle and you're like, what the hell did I sign up for? Like, I didn't know that all of this, like, I expected some challenges. I expected some low days. But what the hell? Like, you ain't got to drag me like this here. Like, you're like, what the hell? And so I think in those moments, is when we have to remember our whys and we have to give ourselves grace and say, like, someone say you got hair dragged, dragged by my locks, okay? It's those moments where it's just like, okay, I have to remember my why. But what I've learned for me, now this may not work for everybody. Some people can't go there because they stay too long or whatever. I have to go there because me not going there, me not allowing myself to be mad, me not allowing little joy to be disappointed because she didn't get to go to school. She didn't get the things that she wanted, at this time, right? It's not denied forever, but right now. And, I have to like give myself that moment. And I think that in the spiritual community, there's this like toxic positivity sometimes where, oh, don't speak like that. Don't say that, law of attraction. And it's like, okay, but like people are also people. Like we are spiritual beings in this human experience on this low ass 3D plane that sometimes feel like where we are. We know that we're not of this place, but we feel sometimes like we are. I'm dealing with the bull crap that's in this place. So today it feel like I'm 3D. I know that I'm 5D. But today, in this moment, this is real 3D-ish right now, And so it's just one of those things where I just don't think that people give themselves enough grace. I know I don't give myself enough grace. So this is me holding myself accountable to give myself more grace. But I also think that we don't give other people enough grace to know that, you know, you're not gonna have it all right. I am the friend that is, positive, but allows you to feel your feelings. I'm gonna validate your feelings. I'm not gonna say, oh, don't cry, or oh, don't feel like that. No, you have every right to feel however the fuck you're feeling. But at the same time, like, know that, it's gonna be okay. We laughed now, but my wife was talking to me the other day, and she was trying to encourage me. And I was like, I want to hear all that positive shit right now. Thank you, baby. I love you. I want to hear that shit right now. Um, and we both laughed. Um, but it was those moments, and she was like, oh, so you do feel like that. Like, that does happen to you. Because I didn't think that happened to you. I didn't think that you have those moments where you're like, I don't want to hear that positive shit. Like, I never thought that would come from you. And I'm like, yeah, it's there. I don't always let people see it. I don't always, I have been internalizing a lot of stuff, and now my throat chakra is wide open. Okay. So she is expressing herself. Um, but yeah, I just, giving each other and the people around you grace to know that, like, it's gonna be okay, but right now it don't feel okay. And you definitely have to feel it to heal it. So, you know, there's that. But in the meantime, y'all go to my website, myskinisworthy.com. I have body butters that feel yummy and delicious. I have yoni oils. Everything, guys, again, I'm making handmade. We even invested in the business and have all the trademarks and like got all the stock ready so we can make products and fill orders. But things move slow, and you have to be able to roll with it. Okay, I'm ready. I got everything ready. Oh, there's no sales. Okay. Like, you got to roll with that. That's entrepreneurship. Yes, I shipped to Canada. I actually shipped to Dubai over the Christmas holiday. So I figured all of the international shipping out. So yes, we do ship to Canada. And if for some reason the app, because some of the stuff in Shopify does weird stuff, shoot me an email and we'll do a shipping through our POS system, so that you can still get what you need. Okay, thank you, Sarah. But yes, ship internationally. But yoni oils, a lot of you may or may not know that I got a hysterectomy last year out of a medical necessity. I at first didn't want to do it, but once I realized what was happening, not only physically but spiritually, I was like, okay, I am transitioning in this way to this new space, and that no longer serves me. Cool. But before then, I had very like heavy cycles, and doing my yoni steams and using my yoni oils helped me so much. Very cleansing and healing to the womb. You can even put a little in your belly button, and it helps all kinds of things in your digestive and reproductive tract. So definitely check that out. as well as I have like herbal teas and hair growth oils. Again, your girl is licensed. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Been doing hair for over 20 years. Worked with Miss USA, Miss Universe, all the things. And so, you can believe and trust that the formula that I curated over 20 years works. Okay, the hair growth oil, it's got botana oil, it's got rosemary, it's got some essential oils. It's got some good stuff in there to help you out. Okay, so definitely check that out. And I also make beard oils. I definitely make things for my Divine Masculines. We actually have a Divine Masculine collection that's coming up very soon that I'm very excited about because a lot of times when you see skincare brands, it's only geared toward the Divine Feminine. And that's cool because the Divine Feminine are a lot of the consuming that happens, right? But I also want to include our divine masculines. And I don't say women or men because we are an inclusive brand. And that means that however you identify, however, and whoever you identify as, you are welcome at Worthy. I am so tired of marketing being so limited. And so if I'm gonna do anything about it, I'm gonna have to be the change I wanna see. Okay? So even in our card, we show different women from walks of life. She's got vitiligo, so it did that on purpose. And then we'll also divine feminine, right? Because all of these women identify as female. Or whatever. I'm not getting in that conversation with y'all, but we also have some other marketing that includes our non-binary brothers and sisters, our non-binary individual loves, our beautiful souls. And so we definitely are about inclusion. Okay, so I love that. I want you guys to know that that is what that is for. And we also make everything unscented. So we have scented, but everything that you see also has an unscented version. The scents are blends that I have particularly chose in Divine. There's a Divine body butter I love. It has some oud mixed with a couple of other things. It's really amazing. So know that the products that you're getting are made with love and are before I ship everything out, everything is prayed over. I use like my sound instrument. That's my ocean drum. Solfeggio frequencies are infused, healing frequencies are infused. I am speaking love, positivity, multiplicity of everything that is for your highest good, abundance and peace and joy into every single product that is made. So know that it is coming from a great place and it's going to connect with your intentions and magnify and make it even more powerfully. So definitely make sure that you guys check that out. I also have a manifest mist. It is my auntie's. It's at this point the recipe is over 100 years old. It is my great auntie's recipe. She was a root worker in the South in Corpus Christi, Texas, and she was amazing. She was born in 1910. She was actually born January 25th, 1910, and I was born January 26th, 1983. So we were super, super close. That was my road dog. That was my dog. So it is her recipe. It's called Manifest Mist. It helps to cleanse energy of spaces, cleanse yourself, cleanse whatever you need. It's a quick space, especially if you can't burn like your sage or your Palo Santo, then you can definitely use a Manifest Mist to get that ish off you. How about that? So that's on the website. So there's a bunch of different things, and there's more things to come. I like to do things in excellence, so I do a little at a time. But yeah, definitely if you want to support like that, go to myskinisworthy.com, find something for yourself, get a gift for someone you love. That's how you support a Black woman LGBTQ owned business. Okay. Also, you can go to Joy Soul Music and buy the music. Just buy the. There's a store actually right here on YouTube. I don't know if the store has everything though. I think the store doesn't, like they have a limit or something on how many products, and apparently I have too many, and that's fine. But you can go right here to YouTube on the store and purchase there. or you can go to, either one of those websites, Joy Soul Music, or myskinisworthy.com, and be able to support your girl that way. And again, you can send a cash app at Joy Soul Music. I can't tell y'all think it's not a lot. Like, so many times I'll get a cash app for $5 and they'll say, I wish I could give more, or thank you so much, it's all I had. And I'm like, you don't know, those $5 made my day. Like, $5 can buy me a coffee or a smoothie, or I can put it toward gas because gas high as hell. Like, there's so many different things. Like, thank you, like that, to be randomly walking and someone sends something like that. Like, I feel so honored and blessed, right? So, again, I'm not starting to GoFundMe, not because I'm prideful, but because I know that there are so many places where my overflow is coming from, that I'm going to stand and flow. And I'm going to allow myself to feel what I need to feel, but I know who I am and that I transmute energy. And so all I need to do is be still and transmute. But yeah, those $5 add up. They sure do, honey. Listen, in this economy, in this capitalist matrix bull crap that they have us all floating in, yeah, baby, hot $5 is wonderful. Thank you. And I'm speaking that whatever donors, whatever, resources will come and do five with a bunch of zeros behind it, with 3, 4, 5 zeros. I received that. I shall hope. But I am also appreciative of the five. So thank y'all so much. Faith of the Feather said, I was sitting here crying when I clicked on YouTube and found you live. It was the first thing I was meant to see and hear you being real. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Vulnerability for an Aquarius is hard. Okay? Um, I feel so deeply. I feel everything all the time. I have and am still learning to how to yield, this gift that I have. But yeah, it can be hard, and so, but I have to show up as my authentic self. I am not going to allow this music business industry to give me mental health issues. I'm not going to allow validation from others, or the desire for validation from others, to put me in a space that's not healthy and positive for myself. I just have to keep going. So, but yeah, being vulnerable is not easy. Like I always said, and I was laughing at myself earlier. I was kind of having an internal conversation with myself earlier, because I said, now Delmecia Joy Williams, my first name is Delmecia, okay? Delmecia Joy Williams, you have always said, I am never getting on the internet and crying. You is not gonna catch me on the internet crying. And baby, what I do today? Cried on the internet, child. But it's okay. It's okay. I am grateful that my tears are flushing out old limiting belief systems and cleansing my heart and my space for the new and the next, and the now. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But child, I am talking about me. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing. I am saying, girl, you just got yourself on the internet and crying in front of all these people. But it's okay. Natural V said, I have an Aquarius sister familiar with the struggle. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's interesting because Aquarians get a bad rap because people feel like, oh, they don't feel, we don't necessarily react emotionally first. Our first thing is, are you safe? Identify the problem, let's fix it. Like, and then once we fix it, it's, woo, girl, whoo, that was a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it happens. It's just not first. We definitely observe first. Yes, it's okay. What's going on? Are you safe? Okay, now that I know that you're safe, what's the problem? Okay, and now that we know what the problem, okay, let's come up with a solution. And then once we do all of that, now I can cry. I don't have time to cry when I'm trying to come up, when I'm trying to see if you're safe. It's and the same thing for myself. So it's we're just different, but we feel everything. Okay? Please understand. Everything. Tears are cleansing, let them flow. Yes. We all need a safe space to express among Soul Tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you guys again. Like, I really cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for holding space for me today. I needed that. I am grateful for community. I don't always hop on online. I'm more of a post my stuff, post my content, and get off kind of kind of lady. Because I'm like, this interwebs is a lot, okay? But I also am understanding, especially in the timeline shifts and the things that we have going now, right? The things that are happening, the quantum leaps that are happening in the earth, in the grids that I'm at, in my own personal internal universe, that community is also in this interwebs. And so you guys will see me more. We will do more things. We will have more meditations. We will just hop on live. Sometimes I'm just hop on here and talk. And maybe we can do where if you guys have a topic that you want to talk about and you want to invite me to your live, shoot me an email. joysoulmusic@gmail. You can just send that to that one. And we'll talk because I'm all about building community. Also, there's a link on my page to join my community. I have a free membership. We also have a paid membership that gives access to more things, obviously, and discounts on stuff. But the free membership, y'all, sound baths over there. There's stuff that y'all don't necessarily always see on YouTube is in the membership. So make sure that you click the link in my bio and go on over there and sign up, okay? Let's see. Body Positive Goddess. Hey, Goddess, it's such a pleasure to see you live. I'm an Aquarius and I understand. I just allowed myself to release during meditation the other day. Shaking my head, I gotta do better. Listen, sis, we're gonna do better. We are going to do better, okay? We are doing better. We are already better. The fact that we have the desire to release publicly says that we are better, okay? But yeah, shit's not fun. Okay, anywho, this was divine timing for each of us. Awaken, free yourself. Hello, yay. Yes, our community is so important. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm setting my notifications so I know when you go live. Y'all have a blessed day. You have a blessed day as well. Thank you guys for hopping on here with me. Again, before I hop off, make sure that you go to joysoulmusic.com, buy art from the artist. And I will say that not only for my music, but any artist that you follow that is an independent artist, okay? And most of us independent artists are very loud with, I'm independent. There is no a bunch of money behind me. Support your artists. Find out where they own their music and purchase it from them, okay? Support me. Go to joysoulmusic.com. Buy my music from me, please. Buying it on iTunes is really, really nice, but I get like 1 penny of that, if a penny. So, yeah, definitely support your artists, okay? Also, go to myskinisworthy.com. I literally have on eyebrows and lipstick, y'all. Like, eyebrows and lipstick, and I'm 42. So, you know that I'm not playing about my skincare. So, what I put in there is really, really good. Go check it out. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Divine Hope Foundation. Blessings to all of you. I love you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Peace.